We're just two guys with one mission, and we've chosen to accept it for some reason. It's time to tell them what we mean, what we say.
Welly.
Well, hello there.
Hello. We just watched...
Nonsense.
We just watched Don't Go Near the Park from 1979.
Yeah.
And it was confusing.
Very.
And very strange. And had strong incest
vibes.
and pedo vibes throughout it.
Yeah.
It also was... I guess we'll go into more detail in a bit. But it's definitely a weird one.
Yeah. I think confusing is the best word for it.
Yeah.
So,
confused mess.
Where do we start?
So the film opens 12,000 years ago.
Yeah.
And there's two people in a cave, they're brother and sister, and they're talking to an old lady. And the old lady's cursing them. She's saying, oh...
You've killed and eaten all my tribe.
You killed and eaten everyone, so I'm going to curse you to not die.
You will be dying, but never know death.
Yeah, and you'll age 10 years for every one you're alive, and you'll have to survive off the entrails of people to stay young.
Yeah, so the thing that you've been doing to my tribe...
You've got to carry on doing
You have to keep doing that for 12,000 years.
And for 12,000 years, once the Zodiac has come back round...
Yeah.
If you sacrifice... your own virgin child, you'll get eternal life.
Yes.
That's basically...
Well, it doesn't say your own child. It just says a child that's born of the tribe and mortal man.
Yes. And they figured the easiest way to do that...
I guess because they've eaten the rest of the tribe, which is why they're being cursed in the first place.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. And then we cut to almost 12,000 years later.
Well, it cuts to the future, but then it says 16 years ago.
16 years ago.
I think that's the easiest way to express this.
Yeah. And the brother
goes to live with Linnea Quigley.
Basically breaks and enters Quigley's house first while she's having a shower.
And then says, hey, I want to live here. Then she goes, oh, this guy's weird, but I need someone to live here or whatever.
And even though every scene that those two are in to start with, he doesn't say one word.
Yeah.
It then quickly snap cut to them getting married.
Yes. Then her giving birth. And then
15 years later.
Then an 8-year-old's birthday party.
Oh yes.
Then the mother, like Linnea Quigley, and the brother and the brother falling out.
Yeah.
Then it's the daughter's 16th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
They have an argument at her birthday party, and then the daughter runs away.
Yeah.
And she runs away to this ranch where she's taken in by this 8-year-old kid who does molest her.
Yeah, he does.
But then they seem to get along just fine.
Well, is it molesting?
Yes.
Well, he cops a feel. Is that the same thing?
Yes, it's the same thing.
Okay. All right. I'm clarifying here.
If someone's sleeping and you go and grab a part of their body, that's molesting them.
Okay.
Even from the definition, molest from the Spanish to mean disturb.
I'm just clearing that up for other listeners.
For people
I knew that.
For people as thick as you.
I knew that.
Oh,
I'm just clarifying things.
I just want to be sure everyone's on the same page.
Precisely. So I'm doing a public service. So anyway, yeah. So little boy cops a feel.
And then she's introduced to Cowboy, which is another runaway kid who lives at the ranch.
He looks about 12.
And they start like a little lovey-dovey relationship. The daughter and Cowboy. They're like... they become a thing.
Well, kind of. Do they?
Well, they were holding hands at the end, and they were, like, snogging each other.
Okay, I might have missed the snogging.
Anyway. Then... the ranch is owned by... Patty, who was the sister.
Yes.
From the beginning of the movie.
And she doesn't kill very often for the youth.
Yeah.
Giving aspect.
And she's only got one eye.
She's only got one eye because her brother shot it out.
No, because her husband, who owned the ranch previously...
Oh, okay.
...shot it out.
Right.
Presumably because she feeds off the living and he found out. There's no real explanation for that. But I basically put two and two together.
at all explanation about that.
Okay, then the boy, what was the boy's name? Nick. Boy, the 8-year-old boy, he's selling flowers by the roadside.
Yep.
And then he sells some flowers to this
writer.
This writer
called Taft, who is a nonce.
Well, and then the kid gets stuck up like by a kid with a knife, and then Taft comes over and saves him, and then they strike up a very, very, very strange friendship.
Yeah. You're almost out of flowers. Let's go for a burger.
Yeah.
Said the very middle-aged man to these 8-year-old boy.
Like, there's a definite... Oh, God, it was...
Hey, would you like to come and see
missed an entire section
the van.
where the 16-year-old girl, before she gets to the thing, gets picked up by some hippies in an
actual factual rape van.
An actual factual rape van, and then gets almost raped.
Yes. But unbelievably, uncomfortably almost raped.
Yes. While they laugh.
Whilst they laugh.
But then
her magic amulet.
Her magic amulet that she gets on her 16th birthday, which we also forgot to mention.
That starts lighting up.
That starts lighting up because she goes, "Daddy, help me." And then it causes the van to crash and then explode. We don't see her leave the van.
No.
But when it pans across from the explosion, she seems fine.
She seems absolutely fine. She's somehow magically transported out of there whilst it exploded.
Yeah, it was
for no reason.
Yeah. What happens next?
Right, so Van...
Nonce. She has a nightmare on us when she's sleeping on the sofa in the ranch and runs away into a cave.
Yes.
And then it just so happens that the stars have realigned and it's exactly 12,000 years later.
And the cave is where all the earlier cursing took place.
Yes.
Which the cave is next to the ranch that they were staying in.
And there's all these corpses there, and but we don't know why.
No.
I'm guessing that it was like victims' bodies that they just like hid in the
other people they'd previously eaten. Yeah,
but because they only eat the guts, don't they? It's not as if they eat the face.
Oh, possibly then, yeah.
But that's not explained.
No, that's giving more sense to the film than we got.
That's me trying to connect dots.
Yeah, you're making more sense than any bit of this film did.
Well, because I got a mind for this stuff, haven't I? For nonsense. For nonsense and apparently nonsense.
Indeed.
And
so
the sister and the brother turn up to do the ritual.
Yeah.
But then it turns out they've got laser eyes.
Laser eyes, which is never explained and or mentioned.
That either knock people out or just simply annoy dogs.
Yeah.
The sister decides that she wants to save the daughter by saying, "You've got to eat the amulet."
Yeah.
And then the daughter eats the amulet.
That turns her into the old crone from the start who does the cursing.
And then she raises all the corpses, and then the
corpses eat the
brother and sister.
Both of them?
Well, again, we can only assume...
We're making a leap here.
In the meantime,
I only saw them eating one person.
Yeah, well, I didn't really see them eating anyone. I just saw someone's arm getting nibbled on.
Yeah.
And then we saw... And then the cave is collapsing.
The girl gets young again.
Yeah, the cave is collapsing, the girl gets young again, and then Taft turns up, saves the kids, and then they're all sleeping semi-naked in his house, and he seems pretty pleased about that. And then they go out into the park... And they're playing, and then
Nick wants to be pushed down the slide.
Daughter grabs him and squeezes her belly, like in the same way that the parent, the dad was, the brothers and sister were like killing the people.
Yeah,
and he screams, and then she turns to the camera, and then
it's the Michael Jackson Thriller moment.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Credits.
And then you just feel really weird.
Yeah. So, in the last 5 minutes, you've just made far more sense than the film made in an hour and 22. Well, this was just fucking nonsense all the way through.
I'm very gifted.
Yeah, which is a shame. Because the premise is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I actually think the story was not so bad.
Yeah.
It was just told incompetently.
Really incompetently.
And there's themes and subtext in there.
Yeah.
There's implications of she runs away just because there's an argument, but I think there's an implication that there's something deeper going on. And there's definitely a strong theme of predatory behaviour upon children.
Yeah.
And this is the cause of all these runaways, right? Of neglect.
You would have to assume
and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You have to. It's not as if it's devoid.
No.
Of these things. It's just that.
It's just they're handled so badly.
It's so incompetently made.
Yeah.
That you really have to go. Okay,
I assume this is what's happening.
I assume this is what's happening because I understand how stories work.
Yes, and also the 70s.
Yeah.
As soon as she got in that van, she was like, oh no, this can't be good. I think I know what's going to happen. Oh, it's happening.
Yeah, it was...
Uncomfortably for too long. Okay.
But, I mean, hey, at least rapists die. Rapists should die.
Yeah, all of them.
It's... Oh, I mean, it just kept throwing stuff at us, and we didn't really know what...
Well, I think you said it best when you said, like, everything in this film happens either too slowly or too quickly.
Yeah.
Like, really important things are just like, poof, and there it is. It's like, oh, wait, what, wait? And then trivial stuff, like selling flowers on the street, takes too long. It's just like, what? Why are we watching this? Oh, something important just happened, and it's done. Pacing-wise, terrible. Editing, terrible. Acting? Yeah.
I guess it
wasn't that bad. I mean, there was some kind of...
I mean, I've seen way worse.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, there
was some overly dramatically delivered lines, but...
Yeah, and there was a lot of, like, staring...
You're a mother!
And there was a lot of, like, staring intently at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like... You know, when we were what was that one we were discussing where we were like, if you were going to remake, like, a horror movie...
Yeah, right.
This is ripe for, a decent remake.
Yes.
Because it's almost there in terms of compelling story.
I mean, the fact that it's shot like Police Squad or...
Well, that's like the other thing.
Like a Columbo or something like that.
I really feel like it was the music that made it like Police Squad.
Yeah.
Like, the music was really...
Yeah, the kind of Chuck Mangione flugelhorn smooth jazz wasn't fucking...
Yeah, it was really 70s in that style, but it was almost like in Police Squad when they use it as parody of those type of shows.
Yeah.
It just...
But it's absolute peak, like, kind of Quincy, Columbo, that kind of thing.
And then you got, like line delivery and the way people are just looking at each other endlessly. It was... it would be comical... if it didn't have strong themes of about pedos
and rape,
yeah,
I had to take the edge off of it a little.
Well, of it going into I'm enjoying this because I can laugh at it.
Yeah, if you take a few scenes out, it would actually be like a very amusing bad film.
Yes,
but you put those few in there, it's just like, ooh, I can't laugh at that.
And then we're just thinking like, this guy's like, when Taft comes and speaks to the kid, we're like, this is what our parents want us.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey kid, do you want to come and have a burger with me? No. I was told very specifically.
Yeah, very specifically.
That kind of thing.
Don't talk
you say no.
Don't talk to... Yeah.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger. Yes.
Score it out.
Yeah.
I think it's going to do all right, though.
Well, all right. What would you give it for story?
Well, as we just discussed, story-wise, it's actually pretty sound. Again, in the hands of a better team of people, it could be a really good film.
Yeah.
Story-wise, I think it holds up. So I would go... I might go as high as a 4, you know.
Yeah?
I like the idea, like 12,000 years ago there's a curse upon somebody, and I don't really like witchy stuff. But that...
Yeah,
you could gloss over the witchiness of it, and it's just kind of... You know...
I mean, I can already predict where this is going to lose points.
I mean, sense is 0, obviously.
I'm probably not going to go for a 4 because I really feel like you need to...
I like
You're going to go for a 4.
Yeah, I like it.
I liked it.
And then with the twisty ending too. I like that.
I liked the overall story, but I feel like it has to lose a whole bunch of points purely on the basis that it was handled so poorly.
Okay, I see. I think that's going to go into creativity.
So I'm going to go down to 3 on this one. Because I don't think it deserves to lose that many points, but it's not terrible. It's stupid.
Yeah.
What would you give it for gore, Steve?
It was alright.
It wasn't...
I think I'd go down to line 3.
It was like one effect.
Yeah. But it was quite a good one.
You're going to give it a 3?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to give it a 3.
Because they would cut between the kind of not overly obvious kind of latexy, rubbery type stomach for the fingers going in, pulling apart. And then it would cut to like a wider shot where it's not that, but it's the real person.
Yeah, but it was like...
But it cut together actually quite nicely and it looked okay.
Yeah, but I'm personally gonna mark it down because there was a lot of that thing when they pull it out and then they kind of hold it in front of their face like they're eating a hot dog. So it's like, and then they move their mouth. I'm eating a hot dog.
Yeah. Pretend to eat this.
I'm not. It's delicious.
It's not Leo in The Revenant. It's not even going in the mouth. It's around the mouth and like make sure you get it all on your lips.
Yeah.
So that when you pull it
I'm going to give it a 2.
All right. Yeah. Actually,
you're going to.
I think I'm actually going to go down to a 2 actually for that reason. Because that is one thing that really fucking bugs me.
Oh, it's annoys me. Just
if you're going to commit, yeah, exactly. I put that shit in my mouth that you made me put in my mouth in fucking Blackbeard.
That came out wrong.
God damn it. Hey, that's how I got the part.
That came out right.
That came out totally right. It did come out right. It looked awesome.
Yeah, that's true. It did look pretty good.
Yes.
What would you give it for the overall creativity?
See, now this is where it falls down for me.
Okay.
Because story-wise, it's really, really good. But what they did with that was terrible.
Yeah, it was like a TV movie.
Yeah. But even a bad TV movie, if it was a competent TV movie and it just looked like a TV movie and wasn't laughable in parts, and
Yeah, I mean, like the cinematography was like very much like a TV movie.
Yes.
The music was very much like
70s cop drama.
The overall like mood of the film was confused.
Yeah.
But I think I might give it 1 point for the dream sequence.
Oh, that was just weird for the still image thing.
Yeah. Because it reminded me of like old 70s, like the Stone Tape or something like that.
Right.
Which I like that style. It's like very much like who's that guy who does? Is it Peter Strickland who did Barbarian Sound Studio and In Fabric, which was one of my favourites of. Which actually might be from last year, but anyway, he's very much got that kind of very 70s style, and it was the kind of thing like. I like those aesthetics of 70s movies.
Yeah.
So it gets 1 point.
But this doesn't have the aesthetic of 70s movie. This has the
just that one dream sequence.
Okay. I'm going to go 2.
Are you going to go higher than me?
It's not enough. You're giving it a 1 for me?
Yeah, I'm giving it a 1. It gets 1 point because the rest of it was incompetent. I'm just surprised you would give it so many points.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't awful, but it was quite incoherent.
Quite incoherent?
Yeah, thinking back, I didn't have a clue what was going on most of the time. Alright, yeah, 1.
Alright, we get a 1 from the both of us.
I like making one of the main characters that little 8-year-old kid, though. He was fun. Nick was good.
Yeah, Nick was good. Maybe
good.
actually let's bump it up. That's a good point.
No, I'm including him in my 1, actually.
You're including him in 1. Alright, so it gets 1 from you for Nick and 1 from me for... I'm actually going to bump
still images I'm going to
bump mine up to a 2 actually because for Nick as well.
Oh, you're putting it more than me.
Yeah, I'm putting it like 1 more.
Fuck you, man.
For sense.
None. 0 fucking sense at all. I genuinely didn't have a clue what was going on most of the time. And then you would figure it out right at the last minute. You'd go, oh, is this what's happening? Oh, that is what's happening, right.
Basically...
But then it would slap straight into something else and I don't know what's going on.
For me, it loses all the points for the following things. You're cursed to eternal life, and in order to get eternal life, you have to do this thing. So you live for 12,000 years, and then you do this one thing, and then you get eternal life. But they had that already.
Yeah, or you could just continue to eat people, which you appear to be doing fine because you've eaten my entire tribe.
I would just continue to eat people.
I would just continue to eat people.
I'd tell that old lady to get fucked.
Yes.
I'd say, hey, old lady, I've already got eternal life.
I don't have to get married or have a kid and wait 16 years.
You want me to get married just so I can do this thing that I've already got? You're crazy.
And
then she says, you're gaslighting me. And I was like, I'm not gaslighting you.
Yeah.
I genuinely think your plan is bad. And they go, oh, you can't say that in this day and age. And you go, well, I just did. Then you get beaten.
In this day and age, 12,000 years ago.
12,000. This day.
And also, why does he, if his entire plan is to just find a virgin, have a kid, kill the kid, why does he do that 16 years before he has to? Because then he's got to go through the marriage and divorce process, I assume. And the bringing up a 16-year-old kid. Why didn't they just do that in the last year? Baby, baby's dead.
Baby's dead.
As it's coming out, I'm eternal. See you later. Peace out, y'all.
I mean, it was a really
in the hospital room. wow, thunk.
I mean, through certain leaps of faith, I could kind of understand, like I could put 2 and 2 together and work out what was going on. But that central premise was so fucking stupid that it loses a lot of points. And the second reason is I'm not totally sure where all those corpses came from.
No, me neither.
And I'm not totally sure if both brother and sister really got eaten.
Still don't know.
It was.
Yeah. 0.
It's like
0.
You just need a shot of their dead face. There's one shot. It's like
one shot of either of their faces going no.
Yeah, and they go, oh, I know who was dying.
I know it's getting eaten now.
No, but it gets 0. It gets 0 from me.
And maybe one line to say,
oh, they're both.
Oh, these corpses, by the way.
There's so many ways to get.
They're the ones that Patty keeps putting in here because she needs them every now and again.
Because
she lives next door.
See her attack someone, and Nick could have said something. Because he saw her attacking the woman.
Yeah. Oh. Exactly. So, Zilcho.
What would you give it for the music?
See, now, whilst it's inappropriate, I do like it.
Yeah, okay, you like the police squad style.
I do like the police squad style. Yeah, I mean, some smooth flugelhorn.
There was that one theme that was kind of like Old Lang Syne, and then they changed it slightly.
Yeah, just ever so slightly.
It was like...
I know what this song is. Oh, no, I know.
They went, hey, that's pretty good. And I go, that's Old Lang Syne. Well, what if I do this? What if I change one note? And I go, wow!
So I'm going to give it a 2.
You're going to give it a 2?
Because I actually quite like it. It's smooth. I could see me on a Sunday afternoon with my feet up reading the paper listening to that.
Listening to the soundtrack. Don't go near the park!
Well, that style of music, at least.
Oh, okay.
If that was on a Flugelhorn mixtape, then I wouldn't turn it.
I'm going to go lower than you, because I felt it was completely, like...
I mean, it's wickedly inappropriate for the film.
It was just the wrong...
the music.
It was the wrong mood. And because when it started, it was all that like analog string synthesizer, and I was making those go, it's going to sound like it's like Blake 7, but then it wasn't like Blake 7
it was
at
not
all.
At all.
It was like Police Squad, which is a weird choice for a movie about pedos. Well, maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe there's something about that style of music that was only made by pedos.
Maybe, I mean, it was the 70s.
It was the 70s, but why isn't there... why didn't they just get music by The Who?
Ooh, controversial. He was only doing research.
Yeah. Yes, sure he was too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Legal asterisk. Yes, he was.
We cannot prove it either way. All right, yeah, but
the case got acquitted, so legal asterisk, he definitely did not do it.
Did it get acquitted?
I'm pretty sure it did.
I don't think he even went to court, did he?
Did he not? Was it like that fella off of Massive Attack?
What happened
Didn't 3D
with that?
get attacked on that level as well?
Yeah, like I felt like there was a lot of like celebrities like who gone, they're like they've been found with indecent images.
Yeah.
And then that was the last we heard of it.
Bigger fish to fry, and all the big fish got fried.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
Noncing still goes on.
No. But
there's noncing going on right now.
But the U-Tree ones.
The U-Tree ones. But they did fucking all about the U-Tree ones.
Rolf Harris went to prison. Jimmy Savile was already dead.
Jimmy Savile being dead is not justice.
No, but it came out and he was vilified for being the fucking horrible cunt that he was. Other people who I forget.
Other people
who I forget right now.
Aside from Rolf Harris.
I can't remember all the U-Tree ones. It's way too late for that.
Okay, so for the music, what would you give it to?
I said 2.
You're giving it a 2.
I'm giving it a 2.
I'm giving it a 1 because I thought it was wildly inappropriate, but there was a soundtrack and it was competent.
Yeah, it was smooth horns.
Smooth horns, okay. So
smooth music.
7. It's a 17 out of 50.
Really?
Which seems about right.
Yeah, surprises me a little.
Why? You thought it would be higher?
Well, in the same way that the 219s yesterday, the last time we did this, surprised me.
You can say yesterday. They know we have no life.
Yeah, true.
They don't know, but now they do.
Well, because one of them was really super enjoyable but only got a 19, and one of them I personally fucking hated and got a 19. And then this gets a 17, which I didn't think this was as bad as the one that was terrible yesterday. Which was the one that was terrible yesterday? Devil Hunter.
No, it was the middle one. Devil Hunter got like a 6 or something like that.
Clayface.
Death Trap.
Eaten Alive, yeah, right.
Yeah, Eaten Alive.
Yeah, that was shite.
Yeah, but it scored points because it was competently made.
Yeah, true.
This is like, I feel like I think what happens is films lose points on the basis that they're incompetently made.
Yeah.
And this is
there is no category of entertainment.
Yeah,
I think some would score way higher if there was a category for entertainment. So like, did it entertain you? Whereas, that's what the
recommendation section is for.
Yeah.
That we're about to do.
True. Because Don't Go in the Woods is an incompetent, absolute buffoonery. But it's fucking entertaining as shit. So. All right, so
okay, so for 17 out of 50, Steve, would you recommend this movie? No,
I don't think so.
I think people would.
It doesn't cross that line into so bad it's good.
No.
And it's, like I say, the fun of it is taken away by the kind of creepy non-spits, and the fucking rape scene is pretty gross. So no, I don't think I would.
I wouldn't recommend it.
It's not even a sitting around with your mates.
No, because it would just be sitting around with your mates feeling sad.
Yeah.
And confused.
Yeah. And is that dude trying to fuck that little kid?
Is that 8-year-old kid trying to... When there's that line, it's like she's asleep when he like reaches into her top and she goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like, "Oh, I didn't realise you were alive."
Yeah. Because that would make it okay, right?
Fucking hell. So it's a no from me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because then she backs that up with, it's like, oh yeah, we're like brother and sister now, and you can't hit on your sister, even if she's asleep. But if she's awake,
yeah.
Wait, what? You misunderstood this concept.
There's
now.
definitely a lot of line crossing, and not necessarily in a satirical way.
No.
That pokes
most certainly
fun, that pokes fun at the concept it's lambasting.
Yes.
Okay, and on that note, I reckon we should go.
Okay.
Okay then. Goodbye.
That's good. Let's keep that in.